Hi everyone, I'm Ashley and welcome to another day in my life as a full-time artist. In this episode, I'll be packaging new art prints, making progress on a large rainbow trout painting, painting on some old tin shingles, and tackling several other projects around the studio. I started the morning by getting the dogs ready for work. I loaded everything into the car and headed into town. First though, I stopped by the post office to drop off some orders that were headed to some far-off places like Wisconsin, Indiana, and Texas. When I got to the studio, I already had quite a few paintings in progress. I absolutely love starting new paintings, maybe a little too much. I usually have so many ideas bouncing around in my head that I end up with a dozen unfinished canvases sometimes before I finally make myself focused on completing them. One painting I had recently finished was this large 36 by 36 inch elk. I was really happy with how it turned out, so it was time to get it hung on the gallery wall. This is basically how I get my exercise at work, balancing on a stool while hanging artwork, and I've definitely had a few close calls over the years. Lately, I've been experimenting with combining realistic wildlife with bright, whimsical backgrounds, and I'm really enjoying where this new style is taking me. Once I got everything organized for the day, I packaged a batch of new bear prints while helping customers throughout the morning. After all the prints were packaged, I stocked them out on the gallery floor. Next, I pulled out a large canvas and used a little museum putty underneath it to keep it from sliding around. I'm pretty rough on my canvases when I paint, so it helps to keep everything in place. Even though I already had plenty of paintings waiting to be finished, I had an idea for a new piece that I couldn't stop thinking about. Sometimes it's easier just to get the idea onto a canvas instead of trying to ignore it. For this trout painting, I had a loose vision in mind. Sometimes I will write words directly on the canvas just to create texture and layers that help me navigate the large space. After getting a few layers down on the trout, I switched over to another project that I've been meaning to finish. These old tin shingles came from the historic building we restored next door, and I've turned them into little original paintings. I had completely sold out of some of the designs, so it was time to make more, and I painted mountain landscapes along with a few black bears which are native to the Smoky Mountains where we live. After that, I restocked some 5x7 prints and also put out a new Duke's Mayonnaise sticker based on one of my little folk art paintings. By lunchtime, the dogs are ready for a break, so we took a walk downtown. I grabbed one of my favorite specials from a local food truck, and I'll spare you the footage of me eating, but please enjoy this footage of my dogs Max and Wookie taken while I was devouring my lunch. After lunch, I jumped back into the trout painting. For larger wildlife paintings like this, I usually will sketch out a grid using chalk before I start refining the details. Then I began blocking in the fish's colors and those distinctive black spots that make the rainbow trout so recognizable. The gallery stayed busy most of the afternoon though, and I found it difficult to keep stopping and restarting such a detailed painting. Rather than forcing it, I decided to set it aside and work on something that was easier to pick up in between customers. That meant adding another layer to the mountain shingles and the bear shingles, and the bears were finally starting to come to life with their own individual personalities. Then I moved on to one of those completely random projects that artists somehow always find themselves doing. I had these little cardboard triangles sitting around and I thought they would make fun tiny paintings. I painted a series of whimsical bears in different colors, and once they were finished, I set them aside to dry. I did make one more attempt to work on the trout, but between customers and interruptions, I decided to just call it a day on that painting and tried to finish up some of my other projects instead. While I worked, I was listening to The Calamity Club by Catherine Stockett. I've really been enjoying it, and I'm honestly a little sad that I'm getting close to the end. By the end of the afternoon, the bear paintings were finished and ready to dry overnight. The little triangle bear paintings dried very quickly, so I was able to add a coat of varnish before leaving for the day as well. I packaged them up the next morning, and I had to invent some irregular packaging for them, and this is how they turned out. Here is what the rainbow trout look like at the end of the day as well. As you can tell, I had quite a collection of paint palettes going from all of the different projects that I had been bouncing between. Eventually, it was time to clean up. I packed everything away, I took the trash out, I loaded up the car, and it was so hot out that I let the car cool off for a while before bringing the dogs outside. When I came back in for them, they looked completely confused about why I'd left them behind. There was also a little feral cat hanging around outside the studio this day. I think she was just hoping that Wookie wouldn't notice her. The drive home was looking pretty stormy. Later that evening, my husband and I stopped by Lowe's to pick up a few plants and some potting soil. I completely forgot at some point that I was filming a day in the life, so I made sure to film him unloading everything instead of helping. I did end up making a super quick trip to the gym, and on the drive home, the sky just put on an incredible sunset. The following day, I was finally able to spend some uninterrupted time on the trout painting, and I made a lot more progress, and here's what it looked like after another session of painting. Anyway, that's all I have for now, and thanks so much for spending the day with me. If you enjoyed coming along, I'd really appreciate it if you gave the video a like and subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.